Yeah. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, we got a lot to unpack. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about. For those who've been hiding under a rock, the Philadelphia Eagles dropped to 1-1. You know what I'm saying? We lose a game by 17-11. That was the score. So we lose the game by 6 points. And it's kind of a lot of overreacting, and it's kind of a lot of rightful so eyebrow raising, if that makes any sense. A lot of overreacting, but some of the eyebrow raising is definitely warranted. So first, I want to talk about the defense. I've been impressed for the defense. I've been impressed by the defense the last 2 weeks. I'm not going to lie. You gave up 6, then you gave up 17. You do the math on that. What is that, like 13 points a game or something like that? 11 points, whatever. You know what I mean? The Philadelphia Eagles have been really defensive wise for the first 2 weeks. So I see a vast improvement in the defense. For people who want to say things like this is a Jim Schwartz defense, no, it's not. This is not a Jim Schwartz defense at all. There's been no big plays. Last year, week 1 and week 2, the Philadelphia Eagles lost by 10-plus points. That wasn't the case week 1 and week 2 this year. That wasn't the case week 1 and week 2 this year. The Philadelphia Eagles won week 1 in a blowout, didn't give up a touchdown, and we lost week 2, giving up 17 points at home. This is what you got to understand. This is what you have to understand, that there will be some type of learning curves. We talked about that before the season even took place. The only knock that I truly have on the defense and on the defensive side of the ball is the lack of blitzing. It's just the lack of blitzing. I mean, you can think that your front four is getting pressure all day and moving quarterbacks off spots because that's what they've been proven to do the last 2 weeks. But at the same time, when you want to get a quarterback on the ground, you got to bring somebody every now and then. You bring some type of blitz. How many times in this game yesterday did we see, Jimmy Garoppolo escape? Shit, Matt Ryan escaped one time last week. You got to bring a blitz sometime, and you got to mix some things up, and you got to show dudes that you around. You know what I'm saying? You got to show dudes that you around. You know what I mean? Come on, LB. They didn't even press. Listen, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the whole defense in a nutshell. As far as points being given up and not giving up big plays, I was thoroughly impressed. But when you got a Darius Slay and when you have a Steven Nelson, you didn't go get these guys for them to play a soft zone. You got to make these guys get up in dudes' chests. The defense was shutting this team down the whole first half while playing soft. At what point do you adjust and make these dudes play tougher and closer to the line of scrimmage? Shit, playing tougher and closer to the line of scrimmage might even help you on some of these pitch plays. That killed us in the second half. Jonathan Gannon, for as good as he was the first 2 weeks, in my opinion, with keeping the score down and keeping points off the board, he didn't adjust. And that's something that he got to work on. You got to keep this in mind. This is a team that has a new quarterback. And we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts as well. We're going to talk about the whole shebang. A new quarterback, a team that has new coordinators, new head coaches. They will go through some growing pains. But yesterday was just ugly. It was ugly. In a way, I feel like that Jalen Hurts saved Nick Sirianni from it being a disaster. I feel like that this could have been a disaster had you not had a player like Jalen Hurts. Now, Jalen Hurts wasn't the best Jalen Hurts we've seen. Clearly, he wasn't the best Jalen Hurts we've seen. But when you measure Jalen Hurts' first 2 games against Joe Burrow, when you measure it against Zach Wilson, when you measure it against Trey Lawrence, because like I said, those are the guys I'm going to be comparing Jalen Hurts to. He still is far better than all 3 of them, clearly. All of them guys got 3 or more interceptions through the first 2 weeks. Jalen Hurts still has not turned the ball over. So you can't you really can't say Jalen Hurts didn't do what he was supposed to do in that game. You can't say Jalen Hurts didn't do enough to try to win that game. Now, Jalen Hurts left a lot of meat on the bones. We all know that. But that's just us nitpicking. Had Jalen Hurts had some turnovers in that game, we might have got blown out. Had Jalen Hurts had some turnovers in that game, we wouldn't be talking about the meat that he left on the bone. It's always room to grow and there's always room for criticism. So the criticism towards Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and the coaching staff is very, very much deserved. Very much deserved. But I'm telling you right now, if Jalen Hurts turns the ball over, the score ain't even that close. The score is not even that close. You know what I mean? And Nick Sirianni just got too cute. He got too cute for his own good, man. He got too cute for his own good. 12 completions from the QB. How many NFL teams is that beating? You're not beating a lot of teams with 12 completions from the QB. You're just not beating a lot of teams with 12 completions from the QB. And a lot of teams with those numbers, my bad. And you got a scheme to get your players open. We could talk about 12 completions from the QB all we want, but where was the tight ends in the game plan? What was the point of keeping Zach Ertz if you're not going to use your tight ends? We could talk about that all we want, the completions that Jalen Hurts had. Where was the tight ends in the game plan? Where was Devontae Smith? Where was the intermediate routes? Where was the intermediate routes? And when you talk about those things don't directly correlate. You know what I mean? Those things don't directly correlate to the quarterback. Let's look at it. I'm throw a deep pass. You can almost guarantee he's targeting one of these deep wide receivers. And we're going to talk about the deep ball in a minute. But to have no targets in the middle of the field, that is game planning. That is scheming. It's scheming. You know what I mean? It's scheming. Somebody said, "LB, what happened?" What do you mean? What happened? What do you guys mean? What happened? Thumbs up if you can hear me and you can see me loud and clear. Thumbs up if you can hear me and you can see me loud and clear. Because I'm seeing 273 two people in the chat, 7 minutes, 44 seconds and counting. Thumbs up if you can see me loud. Audio cut out. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. The audio cut out, but you guys saw the chart. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna try to show the chart again real quick and see if you can see me with. I don't understand. So you guys couldn't hear me at all when I played the chart? When I showed that chart. But anyway, if you saw the chart, we're gonna talk about it. I'll fix that later, man. But listen, the chart basically showed that Jalen Hurts didn't take any deep shots up the middle of the field, up the seams. They don't even have to be deep shots. They don't even have to be deep shots. You know what I'm saying? There just wasn't any throws towards the middle of the field, and that's just unusual. That's just unusual. I don't. We can't hear why the chart is up. My bad. I'm gonna figure that out. That's just unusual, man. That's unusual to not see any passes in the middle of the field. That is scheme. I feel like that was by design that the coaching staff wanted to try to exploit these guys off the edges. I feel like we ran away from Fred Warner and that played the middle of the field. I feel like we ran away from that. And that come on, that's just not I mean, listen, man, listen, listen. Devontae, listen, man, listen. When a change happens to your day-to-day routine, if you don't eat breakfast when you usually supposed to eat breakfast, say you eat breakfast at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and something happened where you can't get breakfast till 9 o'clock, you gotta adjust and figure out when you're gonna eat because you gotta eat. You gotta figure it out. You gotta adjust. I feel like they just didn't adjust. And they starved and they lived off of whatever the defense was going to take whatever the defense was going to give them based upon the game plan that they presented. How the hell don't you use Dallas Goddard to the fourth quarter? Where is the game plan? It should be 5 different game plans per week. It gotta be, bro. You can't just have one plan and if it don't work, we're gonna keep trying this one plan. It don't make no sense to me, bro. It don't make no sense to me, bro. So you want us to have washed veterans? I don't know what you mean by that, man. It don't make no sense to me to not have your game plan together. Listen, if they stop us on the edge, then we got a game plan to move to the middle of the field and exploit them there. Like, where was the game plan? There was no shots in the middle of the field. Jalen Hurts could make them throws. He could make those throws. The game plan was simple, and I saw it. The game plan simply said, we're going to try to throw deep. And Jalen Hurts' deep ball was off target yesterday. It was off target yesterday. He needs some work in that area. Jalen Hurts has to understand this. Now, I have no doubt he could throw the deep ball. I'm not going to sit here and say, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say that, you know what I mean, he can't throw the deep ball. He need to put more power on the ball. No, we've seen him throw the deep ball. We've seen him throw the deep ball. Jalen Hurts got to stop putting so much air under that deep ball, or those could have been interceptions. Now, Devontae almost adjusted and brought one of them in. A lot of times I felt like the wide receivers had to play defense and not let an interception ride, but put power under the ball. Force it to go to the goal line. Listen, I saw Rager burn somebody. I saw Devontae Smith burn somebody, and both times the ball looked like it was underthrown to me. The coaching staff got to recognize this, identify this, and get Jalen Hurts to drive the ball with power down the field and let our guys run underneath the ball. Don't let the ball run towards the target or float towards the target. Let your guys run underneath the ball. Period. Somebody said, "LB, are we in trouble?" We're gonna get to that, and we're gonna get to that in a minute. But first, I want to touch on some things that really, that really are alarming to me. My guy Rob, man, thank you for the donation. Coaching lost this game. I'm not bent out of shape because the Niners are a team that's been together to a Super Bowl not that long ago. We stayed with them. They better take Dallas serious, though. You got to take Dallas serious, man. The Dallas game is a must-win game. I'll explain all that later. Thank you for the donation. I think I might have missed another one, man. My man came in here with the Donny, man. I think it was a $4.99 joint I missed. Shout out to you, though, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think listen. Basically, what I'm here to do today is I'm here to talk about the game, and I'm also here to calm some of this fan base down. You got guys tweeting, talking about what's the best flavor of bleach. Guys couldn't wait for this so they could feel like they're similar selves. I'm a guy who is confident in every walk of life. I felt like we could have beat that team, and the score shows we could have beat that team. The way the defense showed, we could have beat that team, but our game plan showed that we wasn't ready to beat a team like that. Our game plan showed me that our coaches are not ready to be great right now, and they need to fix that shit in a hurry. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. The personnel was on the field to do the job. This is a learning curve, and the coaches got to take this learning curve serious. They just got to take this learning curve serious, man. Let's talk about something. And shout out to Baldy, man, because I use a lot of Baldy clips because Baldy shows me, you know what I mean, that I'm on the right track. Because the clips that he take are the clips that I want to show. But we're going to get into something real quick. Right here, and thumbs up if you guys can hear me loud and clear. Right here, this play basically proves that Jalen Hurts can throw the deep ball. He could throw the deep ball. This is a 91-yard bomb to Quez Watkins. Now, he got ran down. Yeah, facts. He got ran down. It's cool. But look at this play right here. This is the worst play that I've seen. And Doug Peterson was better than this. This is crazy to me, bro. You got the fake, and Jalen Hurts is rolling out. It's one route out there. Where is Jalen Hurts supposed to go with this ball? Who drew this up? Look at this. Who drew this up? Who drew this play up? Jalen Hurts is looking around. It's one route. Everybody is. Look at Miles Sanders in the bottom corner. Nobody is. Come on. What is that? Defenders don't even have nobody to defend. And look at this play right here. This is the same drive, y'all. Look at this play right here. They don't even know I think it's supposed to be a pitch to Zach. You see Zach right there? I think it's supposed to be a shuffle pass to Zach. But Jalen keeps the ball, mass confusion all over the place. Look, they playing keep away. They playing let's guess who got the ball. And then nothing happens. They force the angle and he goes out of bounds. You don't score. This is just disrespectful to us, though. This is disrespectful. This is an attempt at a Philly. He got way too cute. Way too cute for my liking. I'm comfortable if you just give the damn thing to Devontae at this point. Way too cute. You got the fake reverse. to Greg Ward. Granted, yeah, Greg Ward is a former quarterback, but again, who the hell are you going to throw it to? Jalen Hurts? Jalen Hurts is supposed to get the ball right here. There's nobody else in the vicinity of being involved in this play, rolling it to the right side. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. I don't even want to put this on my screen no more. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. And then on top of that, y'all, on top of that, you fail. You're up 3-0 at this point. You're not even expected to get no points out of this drive, ladies and gentlemen. You're not expected to get nothing done out of this drive. You drive 90 plus yards. Take your 3. Take your 3. Why the hell don't you take 3 right there? I mean, come on, bro. Come on. When I tell y'all, and I got like a 75-inch that I watched the games on. When I tell y'all, I almost put a foot, a knife, or a bullet through the TV looking at that. That's disrespectful to the cloth. Disrespectful to the cloth right there. You don't even listen. You don't have to win the fans over, Nick. You do not have to win the fans over, Nick. You won them over by winning week 1. We was excited to be there. A bunch of Go Bird shirts was in the stands. Was excited to be there. Don't need to call dead that play. Be done with the Philly special. Be done with I don't ever want to see it ran again. I don't. The time is up. You don't have to try to win the fans over, bruh. Win them over by being smart. Way too cute on that drive, bruh. Way too cute. Run the ball up the gut 3 damn times and you score. Way too cute on that drive, man. That's the difference right there between keeping it a 3-0 game and not making it a 6-0 game. You know what I'm saying? And not making it a 10-0 game. That was the difference in the game, in my opinion. The difference in the game, in my opinion. Because I think before that, we had a punt get blocked. That was the difference in the game, in my opinion. It just was crazy, bro. It just was crazy. And everybody is saying bring Jordan Howard up. Goddamn right, I'm 100% all for it. I'm 100% all for bringing Jordan Howard up. 125% for it. 125% for it, man. You know what I mean? It just don't make no sense. The sequence was just horrible. It was disrespectful to my eyes. I don't ever want to see an attempt for a Philly special again. I don't want to see an attempt for it again. Now, those little clips just showed me that Jalen Hurts can throw the deep ball. He put power on that pass. He forced it to the end zone. He let Quez go get it. You got to do that every time because I think he might have missed Devontae Smith. Threw a little underthrown. Devontae Smith beat his man. You got to put power on that ball and let them dudes go up and make a catch. Go up and make a catch. They're not ballerinas, they football players. Nick Sirianni need to be preaching this, bro. And you know what? I'm not mad at Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni went out there and Nick Sirianni, you know what I'm saying, owned up to it. He owned up to it. He said he got to be better in those situations. He did. He owned up to it. But the thing about it is, man, when your defense is playing as good as our defense, you got to scheme a better way to get some points on the board. That's the bottom line. You got to be able to scheme a better way to get some points on the board. You know what I mean? There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, the Philadelphia Eagles, I feel like that it's a teachable moment. We're going to correct it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we got to take it that way, man. This video brought to you by Manscaped too, by the way. Lawnmower 4.0s, Lawnmower 3.0s. Everything is in the arsenal. Big Manscaped is in the building. Use code Brunson, save 20% off. Get the free shipping. And the free shipping, I'll full for that for y'all. You know the vibes with that. The holidays coming up. Easy way. Get Pops out. Get Pops, Uncle, Grandpop out of the way. You know what I'm saying? It's just beyond me. It's just beyond me, man. The play calling was atrocious. Jalen Hurts, like I said, I think Jalen Hurts actually saved Nick Sirianni from looking worse than what he actually was doing. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, Jalen Hurts basically with his legs and his legs only, because the passing game just was not null and void, was able to get a late touchdown and make the game still winnable and still interesting. You know what I mean? And what does Nick Sirianni do? Nick Sirianni is showing me a pattern of just not thinking logically. What does Nick Sirianni do in this situation? Nick Sirianni goes out there and goes for 2. He goes out there and goes for 2. Why are you going for 2? Why are you going for 2? Then now, correct me if I'm wrong. Why are you going for 2? Why is it so important to make it an 11-17 game instead of a 10-7 game? Guaranteed 10-7 game. What was the logic of going for 2 right there? If you get the ball back to extra point, you could win by 1. That was dangerous. Because that was dangerous. Because if you don't convert the two right there, now it's 17-9. Now you need to score and get a 2-point conversion. Like, what the hell do these coaches be thinking? What do these coaches be thinking? What do these coaches be thinking? I will never understand. I don't understand the logic behind that. That don't make no sense. Going for two was smart in what realm? What realm? You would have been lucky to tie the game and force overtime. Going for two was not smart there. If you don't get the two, you're not understanding this. If you don't get the two, it's an 8-point game. Then you got to go for two. You're forced to go for two. It wasn't smart, man. It wasn't smart. It wasn't smart. It wasn't smart at all. It wasn't smart at all. Some Eagles fans are saying Hurts played bad. Yeah, because this is the day they've been waiting for. Miss Austin, this is the day they've been waiting for. They've been waiting for this day to say Jalen Hurts is not the guy I told you. So they've been waiting for that day. But the rent is still due for me. The rent is still due for me. He didn't turn the ball over. He played as far as I'm concerned, he abide by the game plan that was presented to him. He abide by the game plan that was presented to him. We didn't execute every throw. Of course, nobody does. But he didn't give the defense any gifts, or he didn't aid in the success of the other team. Period. So to say he played bad and not acknowledge the bad play calling and that he had a turnover-free game for the second week in a row, it's just ludicrous to me. It's just ludicrous to me. I don't think some of it is on. Now, we could critique some throws. We could do that for every quarterback. Tom Brady missed some people yesterday. He did. We could critique the throws. We could critique mechanics, all of that stuff. But that game was not on Jalen Hurts. It wasn't on Jalen Hurts. It was on the coaching staff. It was on Howie Roseman, too. Isn't Howie Roseman in charge of who is a practice squad player and who's not a practice squad player? Why the hell is a 26-year-old Jordan Howard not on the active roster against a San Francisco team? All this cute trying to run between the tackles and hide players because they small with Kenneth Gainwell and Miles. Listen, San Fran wasn't going for that. San Fran only respects power. They only respect the slug fight. They only respect the slug it out. They're not. Come on, bro. Were wide receivers getting separation? That's a good question. I got to look deeper and deeper into it, but I believe wide receivers were getting separation. Jalen Reagor got to be aware of where he's at on the sideline because he burnt somebody, but he stepped out of bounds. That was a touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds. Clearly, it got brought back. Devontae Smith, when is he not getting separation? You got to scheme to make it a priority to feed him the ball. You got to scheme to make that the priority. If he's running routes and getting open and the game plan is flowing towards the right and Jalen Hurts and Devontae on the left, how can he get the ball? Once you go to the right and Jalen Hurts' route is on the left, it's a sin for a quarterback to throw across his body. Scheme to make him involved. Scheme to get Devontae Smith and your tight ends involved. Then everything else will fall in line. I respect Nick Sirianni for putting the blame on him. You know what I'm saying? Derek Barnett got to tighten up. He got to tighten up. There's no room for bonehead plays in a close game like that. And first of all, I don't want to make it seem like I'm coming down on my team because the Philadelphia Eagles played a tough opponent, a formidable opponent. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles are a young team, and they hung in there. They didn't get blown out. So I'm not upset. I don't think the season is over. We didn't get dog walked. We didn't get embarrassed. We didn't get blown out. That's the type of stuff that was happening to us last year. They fought. And if the refs wanted to keep it as square as they could keep it as real as they could keep it, then they would have called a delay of game or a false start on that last 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 or whatever it was, and we would have got the ball back. We would have forced the punt most likely. You know what I'm saying? And we probably would have won the game by 1. But that's another story for another day. I'm not blaming the refs. It is what it is. I'm not going to talk about the bad and not talk about the what ifs. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to talk about the bads and not talk about the what ifs. Was Devontae open? Yes, he was open. Yeah, Devontae was open. I took a peek at the all 22. Every play that he ran, he was open. But the scheme wasn't to get him the ball. If Jalen Hurts is rolling to the right, If they, and a lot of that is not by design. Jalen Hurts sometimes got to stand in the pocket, but when Brandon Brooks went out, he didn't have as much time as I would have liked him to have. You know what I mean? He wasn't rushed. It wasn't like he didn't have no time at all. But sometimes he got to stand in the pocket and deliver some passes. He did that sometimes yesterday. Other times he took off and ran. Other times he took off and ran. Maybe he didn't see them dudes getting separation from his angle. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Norman couldn't guard Smith. Of course he couldn't. We didn't exploit that, though. We didn't exploit it. That's our fault. We didn't exploit it. That's our fault. The Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff got to do better at taking advantage of mismatches. Why isn't Kenneth Gainwell and why are we not trying to scheme to get Kenneth Gainwell and Miles Sanders lined up with a linebacker? A lot of talent is on the offensive side of the ball, but the talent goes down the drain if you don't use the talent the correct way. Brunson, talk about Sanders, how bad he been. I don't think he been bad. I don't think Miles Sanders has been bad. He wasn't bad week 1. So what are we really talking about here? What are we really talking about here? What are we really talking about here? I'm confused. What are we really talking about here? We the only fan base that do this, bruh. We the only fan base that do this. We the only fan base that do this, man. Smith was out there cupped versus third string DBs. That's cap. That's cap, bro. That's cap. He just didn't get the ball. He just didn't get the ball. The game plan was off after Brooks went out. I agree with that. Classic Eagle overreactions. Of course it's classic Eagle overreactions. Of course. Dudes went to the game to tailgate at 9 o'clock to start drinking in the parking lot, to be mad about a 6-point loss and say that it's time for them to start being down on themselves. I'm not built like that. And if Nick Sirianni got the attitude of this fan base, then we are winning 4 games. We are. Nick Sirianni need to be talking to his key guys while they in the damn ice tub icing. Hey, man, this what needs to happen next week. Because next week on Monday, we got a divisional opponent. And we got to win this game because the schedule get a little rocky after the Dallas game. We got a divisional opponent, and it's a winnable game. Facts is a winnable game. But these are the facts of the matter. Dallas didn't have that explosive passing game yesterday that they usually have. Don't think Dak ain't trying to throw for 500 against the Eagles. Don't think that ain't the case. If you think Dak ain't trying to expose the secondary any way he can, then you in for a rude awakening. You in for a rude awakening. People always overreact. Got to think with logic instead of emotion. These guys wasn't happy that we won last week, but they relieved that we lost this week. Come on, bro. I can't respect that. Bro. I can't respect that. I'm gonna be at the Chiefs game. And I'm gonna be at the Chiefs game. If your attitude, listen. If your feng shui off, if your vibe ain't right, if you a sometimey fan, don't be hugging on me or trying to touch me when we score, bro. Don't touch me when we score, bro. Don't get me to sing the Fly Eagles Fly fan because we two different type of fans. When I go to Philly, I ain't got to be in no hotel room. I'm really from the soil. Only thing matter to me is winning. That's it. I saw a bunch of mistakes, but they correctable. You going to the Chargers game? Yup. I'm going to the Chargers game. I'm going to the Chiefs game. I'm in there. You can't trust a dude who just going to go to the opener after we riding the high. I'm in there after the Dallas game. We could lose that game. I'm in there against the Chiefs, though. The only way you're going to see what needs to be improved is if you go out there and play and give it 110%. Eagles won. Thank you for the donation, bro. I'm positive. Just paid $1,000 for end zone red seats versus Tampa. Go Birds. You already know. I'm in that game too. To be honest, Dallas looks better than us right now, mainly because they've been together for 2+ years. Makes a difference. Look, man, I don't want to damper on the Dallas Cowboys parade. I don't want to say nothing that's going to make me look like a hater. But come on, bro. A blind man can see that game was gift wrapped and given to the Dallas Cowboys. They had a touchdown called back. Then they had what was it? Then they had an intentional grounder that knocked them out of scoring range, and they were forced to take 3. A blind man could see what was happening. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys look okay, but from what I see from the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles is the facts. Both teams are 1-1. My team is giving up on average 11 points a game. On average, 11 points a game, 12 points a game, or something like that. We could beat Dallas. We could beat Dallas. So if you scared about Monday night, I mean, you got to go tighten up. You got to go tighten up, bro. Because I ain't that guy to bring your fear to, bro. Chargers 2 touchdowns called back. Exactly. But the Dallas Cowboys 1-1. That's the facts of the matter. That's the nature of the beast. The nature of the beast is we got to handle our business. We got to handle our business. LB, you want to go ahead and shoot me? You want to go ahead and shoot me that jersey? You know you taking the L. Listen, if we lose, you already know, JJ. You already know. You already know, JJ. You're a Cowboys fan, but I got respect for you. I got respect for you. If we lose, you gonna get your jersey, bro. You gonna get your jersey, bro. If we win, just have my jersey. We ain't got to talk about that. BG injury got me. Yeah, the BG injury got me, man. Brandon Graham is my favorite player. My favorite Eagles player. He's been my favorite Eagles player probably for like the last 5 years, bro. Brandon Graham. You know what I mean? That really hit hard. That really we gotta see what we're gonna do about that. Derek Barnett gotta understand that he's gonna have a bigger role on his team. And Derek Barnett been doing plays like that, bro. He been acting out after the whistle, bro. There's no time for that, bro. There's no time for that, bro. LB, I'm trying to link up for the Chargers game. You already know. LOL, I'm not gonna act like they ain't play better offense, but I feel it, bro. The offense was bad. The offense was bad, bruh. The offense was bad. I mean, nobody can say it was good, but I told y'all before the game, if you lose the game, it will not be because of Jalen Hurts. It'll either be because of skill play. The only thing I said it won't be because of the defense and it won't be because of Jalen Hurts. I would have never guessed it would be because of the lack of just, adjustments. The adjustments were null and void. Jonathan Gannon gave up a 16-play drive that took off 9 minutes of the clock. When your offense is struggling, you need the ball as many times as possible to make something happen. A 16-play drive, you mean to tell me you couldn't adjust in 16 plays? It's like getting hit with a jab 16 times in the same part of your head. You're not going to move your head a different way? We lost the game by a freaking toss play. Over and over. Toss right, toss left, pitch right, pitch left. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. You have your cornerbacks. Think about this. Think about this logically. You have your cornerbacks giving up a 6-yard cushion. Slay and Nelson, Avonte Maddox giving up a 6-yard cushion. And the team is no longer running directly to the interior because we proved that you will not do that and beat us. They adjusted. They adjusted. They took our interior pressure and just moved outside. Why are the cornerbacks playing so far back if the plays are going to the outside? If they're going off tackle, why are the cornerbacks back? Move your cornerbacks up so somebody can make a play on the ball and jam the wide receivers at the same time. I mean, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me, man. I use the code Manscaped on the way. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It don't make no sense, man. Coaching definitely was the deciding factor in this game. You know what I mean? Y'all can't beat Dallas. Y'all can't score points. Hey, it'll come down to that. But you know what we can do? We can stop Dallas from scoring points. We've proved to do that 2 weeks in a row. We've proved that you ain't going to just do what you want to us defensively. We proved that, though. So you think Dallas going to come up here and put up 30 points on us? That ain't happening. I bet whatever that Dallas don't score 30 points. We've proven that. We've proven that. And I think this is the week where we get some interceptions, too. Sanders wasn't bad. He just need to stop dancing. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. If Jalen Hurts plays like Lamar Jackson, it'll be better for the Eagles. See, I mean, nobody could play like Lamar Jackson, though, bro. Jalen Hurts is not as fast as Lamar Jackson. LB, you for real need a trial for high school or college coach. Listen, I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about doing something like that, man. But I really ain't got time. I don't have like this. What people don't. This people got to understand. I don't have a regular job. I don't have. I work for an important agency. and it takes a lot of my time up, which is why, like the only reason why I'm even home at this hour is because my kid had a dentist appointment. You know what I mean? Or she had a 1 year checkup. I took her to the doctor today. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just take the whole day. I do lunchtime with the bullies in my car during my lunch break. I make time for this. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I got time to be a coach. Maybe after I retire or something. Donnell Shipley, thank you for the donation, bro. Come on, Eagles fans. Uh, to me, they played a hell of a game. We just didn't convert when we needed to. And that's the signs of a young team. That is the signs of a young team. This is what I'm really concerned about. I'm not even concerned about Dallas. I'm not concerned about Dallas. Not saying that we just automatically gonna beat them. I'm really concerned about the loss of Brandon Graham and how do you fill that void? Because whoever you want was a top 100 player. He's been the backbone of everything that's been going down. You know what I'm saying? I'm concerned about that loss and how we want to move forward. Because not only can Brandon Graham still get to the quarterback, he's pivotal in stopping the run. Pivotal in stopping the run. Pivotal. If Josh Sweat or Derek Barnett get nicked up, we're in a heap of trouble. There are no edge rushers on the market. If it was, Dallas would have picked one up. They got Micah Parsons playing the edge. You know what I mean? Shout out my guy Martin Holman, man. Michael Parsons is hungry for Eagles heads. Stop it. Stop it and pause. We just need to accept the fact that the jury is still out. I mean, the jury is still out because we want the jury to still be out. I'm over here. I don't have to accept that fact. I need to accept the fact that we lost the game because we didn't execute. I'm not hanging no jury is still out situation, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Way too many people want to say that he ain't the guy now or Sirianni ain't the guy now. Way too many people want to say that now. Off of one loss, 1-1. You wasn't 1-1 last year. You probably wasn't 1-1 the year before that. Come on, bro. I'm not the jury ain't out for me. Problems got to be corrected. Problems got to be corrected. How the hell is the jury out? Look at Trevor Lawrence's first 2 games this season. Look at Zach Wilson first 2 games this season. Look at Burrow first 2 games this season. And look at Jalen Hurts first 2 games this season. Take the names away and you tell me the more efficient quarterback. And that's with him having a shitty offensive game. You tell me the safer pick. All them dudes got like 4 picks apiece on average. Burrow threw 3 picks yesterday, didn't he? Zach Wilson threw 4. Trevor Lawrence threw multiple picks every game. You rather have that? You rather have turnover machines or more problems you got to correct? I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. Kerrigan needs to step up. This is 2 weeks in a row I have not seen him on the field. I got good eyes. Man. I have not been able to visibly find Kerrigan on the field. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to do an all 22 and see exactly what the hell he's doing. You know what I mean? We were 1-1 our Super Bowl year, and people did the same thing. The team not ready. The jury's still out. They did the same thing. Is Carson Wentz the guy? After being 1-1 the Super Bowl year. Who was the loss we took? I think we lost to the Redskins, right? People did all of that, man. I remember. I'm not saying this is a Super Bowl team. I'm saying if you want things to happen, you got to be patient. Do you think you're going to go draft a quarterback? You think you're going to go draft a quarterback and you're going to be better than 1-1 9 times out of 10? Look at the Jaguars. Look at the Jets. They drafted quarterbacks. And look at how they struggling. I guarantee you right now the Jets wish they didn't pick Zach Wilson. I guarantee you. Do you know what the hell would be happening if we had Zach Wilson and he was doing this? Come on, man. I don't understand it. I don't understand how we calling Russell. I don't understand how we calling Hurts Russell Wilson so soon. What do you mean so soon? Russell Wilson didn't even know he was Russell Wilson his first season. He didn't have a 300-yard passing game his first season. He protected the ball and made plays with his feet and was great at throwing on the run. The deep ball was there. They got the same qualities. Y'all get so hung up in the name. Listen, man. Listen. I can't combat how people feel about Jalen Hurts. I can't combat it. But to have no turnovers right now is impressive to me. Being as though what we went through last year with Carson Wentz. No turnovers and taking care of the ball is impressive to me. I don't care who the quarterback is. It's impressive to me. It's impressive to me. Have the coaches do some of their job. Jalen Hurts need to work on his portion of the agreement as well. He got to work on his portion of the agreement. It's some things he got to tighten up. It's some things he got to tighten. You want to know the real difference between the Philadelphia Eagles fan base and the New York Jets fan base? You want to know the real difference? They are behind that kid, as shitty as he is. They behind him. Oh, he needs time. He'll be okay. We ready to throw him out. We ready to throw him out because we in the NFC East. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. We ready to throw him out because he in the NFC East. We ready to get rid of him because the NFC East says we supposed to. Michael Parsons will not look like that against the Eagles. Hell no, he won't. I didn't even watch. Michael Parsons was disruptive off the edge from what I'm hearing. But come on, bro. Come on. Let's be for real, man. Let's be for real. I got Kenneth Gainwell being able to pick up Michael Parsons on the block. I got Kenneth Gainwell being able to pick him up on the block. The Philadelphia Eagles need to use Michael Parsons is a crash dummy. No disrespect. He's a crash dummy. The Philadelphia Eagles need to use this crash dummy's mindset against them. We know he has a one-track mind. We know he's not going to use football IQ. He's going to use all physical attributes at all costs to get to the quarterback. Speed, power, and aggression. Throw a screen to the crash dummy side. Did we even throw a screen yesterday? Did we even throw a screen yesterday? We didn't get a sack yesterday. The way we adjusted and the way we carried on was just embarrassing to me. It was embarrassing to me. My bad. Look like we back. Look like we back. I don't know what happened, bro. We back. We back though. We back. I have no idea what happened. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me loud and clear. My bad. I mean to freeze. The stream definitely froze. It blacked out on me. But it looked like we back though. Okay, cool. Listen, this is the point that I'm trying to make, y'all. The point that I'm trying to make is this: we didn't get blown out. We wasn't disrespected. It's just a learning curve. It's a learning curve. That's all it is. It's a learning curve. I think we're going to be competitive all season. What we got to figure out is how do we best pull out some of these tough, difficult wins. How do we pull out some of these grinded out wins? The Dallas Cowboys pulled out a grinded out win. Those are the hardest games to win in the NFL. It's easy to blow somebody out. Then you just coast to the victory. But a grinded out win is a chess game. Our coaches were tested last week. Hopefully they learned from it. Our young offense was tested last week. Hopefully they learned from it. And it's on to Dallas. It's simply on to Dallas. That's it. That's the end of it. We're going to see how this team looks, Monday Night Football primetime with the lights on us, because all everybody's going to be talking about all week is how piss poor the offense was, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. I used to always want to see how Carson Wentz was going to respond, and Carson Wentz responded the same way 9, 10 weeks in a row. Throwing picks and standing in the pocket and getting sacked and turning the ball over. Jalen Hurts will not respond the same way. Understand we got a young pup on our hands, a young pup at the wide receiver core. We got a young team on our hands. They will take their time and they will correct these issues. I'm not worried. I am not worried about this team at all. I'm not worried. I think that these things will be corrected. They will be corrected. We threw a screen to Jalen Rager. Cool. Cool. You know what I'm saying? I might still do official video too. Good luck to y'all this season. I came in and said 23-20 49ers. Y'all laughed at me. You guys are 1 year away, but look like you have your quarterback, and that should feel good. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I think we could be 1 year away, but in this division, we should be. You could make noise anytime in this division. So I don't know what the time frame is about. My score prediction, I had the Eagles 28-17. You know what I mean? I did predict that the San Francisco 49ers were going to score for 17 points, but I didn't predict our offense to look so trash. I did not predict our offense to put up 11 points. It just don't happen. It just doesn't happen. The passing game was non-existent the whole second half. Non-existent the whole second half. And then in all actuality, how long do you expect a defense to just hold a professional team, to no points like the way we were doing it? It just don't happen. It just don't happen. It just don't happen. It just don't happen. Jalen Hurts will be sacked twice against the Cowboys. Guarantee it. Guarantee. I mean, 2 sacks ain't bad, though. Why are we cherry picking? Why are we cherry picking? That's what I'm saying. And that could be my fault. I said I saw flashes of Russell Wilson and Jalen Hurts. That could be my fault. But I still see them flashes, and I'm not taking that back. But if you want to compare Jalen Hurts to the guys that you should be comparing them to, it's not even close. And the Philadelphia Eagles did the absolute right thing by not trading up and taking Zach Wilson. Look at Zach Wilson. Look at Trevor Lawrence. They buns. Look at them. Look at them. They're having a hard time. They're having a way harder time than Jalen Hurts is. A way harder time than Jalen Hurts is. So let me know what y'all think about that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, official video coming later on today. I still might put out another video. Because I want to talk more about the throwing chart of Jalen Hurts. I want to talk more about, the matchup, with the Dallas Cowboys. It won't be the keys to victory. I just want to start talking about that and getting the wheels spinning on that. I will try to have Philly 500 on this week. I will try to have Law Nation on as well this week to talk about our matchup. Go Talk the podcast is going down on Philly Mike's channel. Episode 3 is going down on Philly Mike channel either Friday or Saturday. And you all know lunchtime with the bullies during the week, official content during the week. We will get to the root cause of what was. We already know what was, to blame by, week 2. But we will move past that and we will get on to the Dallas Cowboys because this is a marquee matchup, a big matchup, and in my opinion, a must win. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know the vibes. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all.